Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to our Macedon playthrough here in in Imperator Rome 2.0. It helps if I get the right game. Where last time we basically spent a lot of time just dealing with internal rebellions and increasing our stability, as we lost our Belisarius right at the start. So we've got a very, very young Basilius at the moment. I mean, he's 30 now, but he started out at 14. So most of the last session was spent just doing admin, building things up, and then obviously we went and invaded Rome, obviously with the benefit of Mars, which I think is worth saying at the moment, because Perseverance, as my chat is already telling us, has just landed on Mars. So I think to celebrate that, we need a few wars to celebrate Mars, because Mars is a god of war, I do believe. So, yeah, we're going to have a few wars this time against the might of Rome. We're going to be abandoning our current mission tree, unfortunately, this time, because, unfortunately, we've got a bug, which means I can't get past this one, because I can't get... Unfortunately, I can't colonise here. It's a bug. It's been reported on the forums. I went and reported it. Well, I went and checked and put my bits and pieces on it. So we are going to have to abort this mission. But we're going to take a mission, which is going to... And I can't pick that mission up for another 20 years, by the way. But we're going to pick up a mission which I suspect will lead us into a more conflict with Rome. Expand westwards and bring the Adriatic coast under our rule. Beyond the Aurelian tribes and mountains, the old colonies of the Greeks along the Adriatic Sea lie waiting to be added to your dominion, providing avenues of commerce and expansion overlooked and under the tenure of the ever eastward-facing Agriads. When we start it, we get extra manpower, aggressive expansion reduction, which is lovely. Obviously, we want to wait a little bit before we do anything, because my aggressive expansion is important. Yep, so exactly. So we're going to go to war with Rome. So the Roman god of war, Mars, to celebrate. I think that's the thing. I can already complete some bits of this. A westward foothold. Oh, nice. We've already got this. So, there we go. Adriatic hub. Oh, I've got to push a little bit more. This one will give me claims over... I gain claims over the region of Aurelia. So if I gain claims over all of that, that's really nice. And Italic outpost. We can also complete though... Oh, yeah. Oop. So, has a... Macedon gain claims on the eastern... Okay, we gain claims on places we've just taken. Our ambitions across the world would be much aided by a local centre for recuperation of our forces, centralisation of our government, and yeah. To this end, our surveyors have suggested a number of harbours to control the Mississippian Peninsula. So this basically gives a buff to some of these places. Doesn't really make much difference to me which one. To be fair, here is probably the place we want to have the best defences, because it controls, it's from where we can control the Adriatic. So here, gains a fortress at the end of it. I think we're going to get a few different buffs and things in this. Right, so... Oh, I've got some bits and pieces. Let's up my population. Up my population capacity. And get another aqueduct here. I need to get some income building going at some point as well, actually. Because I've been a bit remiss with my income buildings while focusing on my grand theatres to convert people. We've got an available decision. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Basically, it gives us more resources from the ironworks. My pops are so happy. I don't really need to worry about this too much. I think Freeman, actually, I probably want to buff a bit. Leather is always good. Okay, disloyal province of Attica, which is getting better. Let's just demand a bit more support for my heir. There we go, and that actually solved my disloyal general as well, because this guy was particularly disloyal. But without as much support, he has gained loyalty. Okay. I'm a bit disappointed I don't know enough about this rover, so feel free to drop some knowledge. It is Mr. Burns, the combat in Marius is vastly different. The whole legions and levies thing is, I mean, I'm at the point now where I've got lots of levies because I've integrated lots of cultures, and I've got lots of different cultural centres. But yeah, the combat, certainly early game, I've got to try something up here, something feud tribal, because it will be really weird. But yeah, no, it's a much more interesting system of combat and everything there, which makes it, I think now I'm getting into it more and more. It's different. I liked it before, but I think this is a big improvement, because it means certainly early game. It can definitely be exploited, though, because I've got a Roman game, and I'm tempted to do a playthrough as Rome just to show how broken you can make it. Because as Rome, if you take Etrusca, and then this way, then integrate all the Sabilian people, you could effectively, within 50 years, I gave myself 50 cohorts by just integrating the cultures here, and my people were nice and happy still. But very specific circumstances to do that, so anyway, and then later I took Carthage and integrated them as well, and yeah, ridiculous. But I guess that's the benefit and danger of integrating cultures. Anyway, we'll keep going. We're gonna let our aggressive expansion drop a little bit before we do anything, but no, they're not eating each other yet. Thrace isn't too bad. They are not overly weakened. I mean, Rome is still big, but the fact I've taken the core of Rome is lovely. Societal unrest. With the rising prominence and social status of the people of Roman descent and the established citizenry, have we actually integrated them already? No, I've not integrated them yet. Once I've integrated them, it is going to lower my cultural happiness a bit, which I do want to worry. They will learn to treat the fellow citizens treat them as fellow citizens eventually, which will annoy the Macedonians. We will ensure the establishment of citizens' rights are protected, which annoys the Romans slightly. Reduces it. A series of examples of the most Oh, yes, please. Make examples of people who speak out against the Romans being brought in. To be fair, if the Persians eat Thrace, they eat Thrace. I'm not that fussed. It will give me somebody big to take on later on. As I said, the fact I've cut Rome's core out here is good. But Rome gets lots of missions, so that's why there's lots of clusters of Romans as well. So they're by no means done. But they're definitely weakened, which is good. I'm going to leave my main legion over here in Italia for now. They're going to build a road right down to here, though. Because if they're in Italia, they can defend with local legions while my levies here raise up. Anyway, let's go to speed 4 for a bit. I'm a bit annoyed by this, not being able to colonise here, but it looks like you can't currently colonise holy sites. But it's a new release, there's bound to be the odd bug, and it's such a weird little bug. Very, very easy to miss. Maintenance, guards and visitors. I've pointed out... oh, I can't afford to lose that. I can afford to lose that much, however. Local tax and pop output. You've not missed much. I've literally just jumped back in, Thomas, if you've watched the previous ones. We've abandoned our old mission because I can't conquer Olympia. And we've taken a mission to conquer the Adriatic, which we're just going through a few bits and pieces on, which should give us lots of nice claims. Obviously, I also can't go to war just yet because we are at peace with them for now. For a few more years, I've got to have peace. He's good enough. Attica is still going the right way. They're not popular enough to be worried about. Ooh, nice. Right. I want things which increase my primary culture's happiness. They are generally in religious. I've got that one. Slave happiness? I don't necessarily give a damn about my slaves. We're looking for little happy faces, guys. Assemblies. Oh, that's actually quite good down there. Unintegrated. Oh, that is lovely. Pop conversion speed is bad, but that is lovely, actually. That is definitely going to get planned too. Let's have a look through oratory. And how about civic? Little happy faces. It's not enough. Okay, we're going to start working our way down this way to start with. That's still good. Rome. Rome is the next target. Rome is the target for quite a while, I suspect. Right now, I just need my aggressive expansion to drop, to be fair. That's probably the key thing for us to be waiting for just now. Because going to war with such high aggressive expansion is not the best thing, to be fair. So, yeah. We don't want to go nuts. Veterans move on. Okay, that's good. Sorry, just resetting my control panel because it was saying nobody was watching. And I can obviously tell that's not true. War averted. Oh, that's nothing to do with me. What I really want, I want Egypt and Persia to go at it. Because if they have a massive go at each other, that makes things easier for me. Oh, I was contemplating vassalizing them, wasn't I? But no, for now, let's fabricate claims against Rome. That's good. I think Civic is the one which has got some really cool things at the bottom of. Nope. Again, at some point, I probably want to get down to cohorts, because that means I can just have armies. To be fair, that's not a difficult one to get to, and cohorts, and that would mean I would basically have armies. I think once we've got that next bit done, I'm just going to make a big push for cohorts, because then I can have as many legions as I want, which means that I can have a constantly large raised army, which just makes stuff easier. Means I don't have to worry about raising the levies. I can use what's left of the levies more as more of a defensive point. I should probably have a road from there to Pella as well, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I've got time. I'm still waiting for this peace treaty to end before I do anything. All roads lead to Pella. Yeah, this one from Rome to Pella. This one from here, Pella. Yeah, somebody used to say something about Rome, but no, not anymore. Rome was an upstart empire, but not anymore. Oh, you don't? I think you used to be able to build through your own territory. Right, I actually want you to go there. Oh no, we're going to build this way now. We've already started. Yeah. I should probably get myself... I'm being really bad with my tech, if I'm honest. Ooh. Royal humility. Monarchs, high legitimacy monarchs can... I can just choose that. It's not bad. National freeman happiness is quite good. Oh, you've stopped. Okay, we'll do it from there to there then. Ah, it's because you got to go round to get there. That's fine. Soon we will be at war again. I was going to say I thought we had a road going up there, but no, it's all the way down here. Oh, I never finished that bit. There you go, making my freeman happier. Extra building slots there. Ooh. Yeah, they're not liking that. Most of my integrated. 33 is the bottom of where you want it. So I can't really justify... I'm very tempted to unintegrate these guys, if I'm honest, because they were done for a reason. Though unintegrating probably makes people upset. Cultural happiness, minus 20%. I'm fairly sure as I've cut Thrace's heart out, the border gore there is going to get solved itself. Rome is definitely my target for now. I want to connect up my empire. What do you reckon, guys? Should I unintegrate the Atticans because they're tiny compared to some of the others? I mean, even the Thessalians aren't big, but they're bigger than them. If you look at my integrated cultures, I have many bigger than those guys. So I think I want to unintegrate them, if I'm honest. Which Roman provinces do I want? You see this entire bit of a map, which is red. That. Ooh, I'll take the money. No, the Adriatic coast for the time being up here is what we've got the mission for. So I'm going to follow the mission, basically. Ooh. May acquire a Hellenic feudatory. Not that there's any left. Anyway, money. That's something I've not been doing. Stuff like that I've not been doing at all, which isn't great. Yeah. Let's get ready. Ooh, what's going on? Oh, he wants a job. Right. Antipatros. We'll have a look what we can do him for. He's from the Greens. I know they've technically got a name, but it's easier to do it that way. Oh, well, he definitely... Oh, God, he is terrible. Well, this is what I don't really care about, so Antipatros. Oh, no, he's not good enough to do that at all. He is terrible. He's just going to have to wait. You, however, need replacing. I guess I could put him in there. He's the same as him. Depends if this family is already annoyed. Let's have a look. So they're the ones I can replace. No, he's just going to have to cope with being annoyed. I mean, no, I want to see if this works, actually. Assign another leader to it and use him. Does that count on the families being used? Doesn't look like it. Never mind. It would if I split them into two. Alright. The Ipixos has at least 8. Yeah, I can't do that anyway. Am I out of my treaty? September. Soon. Oh, 2 years even. That's not soon. Aggressive expansion reduction. That's the other key thing, is I don't want to go nuts because my aggressive expansion is still too high. And we remember what happened last time with the whack-a-mole. It was bad. Let's just speed 4 for a little bit. He's just not good enough. He's gonna have to cope. I'll try and make friends with him, but for now... Ah. No. He's too bad to be given a job. Our position officer where you publicly praise his deeds. Pay him money. We'll make him our friend, but he needs to accept he's not getting a job. Ah, he just doesn't like us either. Oh well. Tired of waiting for his promised role. Ah. It's done. Come on, end of this. A cousin belonging to a lesser branch of a family has become embroiled in a scandal. Macedon could step in, we've got the money. I've got claims over all of that coast. That is gorgeous, guys. Let's get Venter as well. So basically, I've got claims all the way up that coast. My legion's okay, actually. My legion's really quite solid, so I don't really need to improve it. I'm about to be out of this anyway. Plus, improving my legion costs money, whereas I want to spend my money on other things. Ew. Anyway, one thing I do want to do, because I've got too many integrated cultures at the moment and they're not doing great, I am unintegrating these guys, which is going to piss them off, and potentially we're almost certainly going to get a pop-up rebellion from it, but 33%. No, I'm going to leave it for now. 33% is okay. See, 21 here, stacks here, with the Roman legions, which will be raised as well, with the Roman levies, is going to be fine. Italia, should I say that? That's not the hugest, biggest levy. Maybe I will put a few more into the legion then. There we go. Give him an extra engineer unit as well. See, I can colonize here. I just can't colonize where there's a holy site. You can't colonize. It's a bug. So it was a patch today, but unfortunately didn't fix it. So we'll have to see how it goes. Soon, a couple of months. In fact, it's time to raise the military as well. I can't raise anything there because all my legions from there are raised. To be fair, I should have just done raise all. The 24 stack here should be able to cope with it. I am missing the exceptionally large levies I could get with the old law, but that is what it is. Bit surprised I couldn't raise anybody. Oh, I can't raise anybody from there, of course. And don't forget, I'm going to have my vassal swarm in here as well, which is going to be nice. I'm literally going to go straight up the coast. I'm going to ignore their inland territories for the time being. There's their navy. This is going to be fun. Mwah. Why is it not appearing for me? I should be able to see the territory I've got claims on, but it's not appearing for some reason. So Aurelia Gracia is probably the easiest one to take, but I've got all of that as well, so oh, they won't join, but they will. War! Oh no, I've still got a truce. Oh, derp derp, not quite ready. I thought I was a year ahead. I do not actually know where the Roman capital went to. I don't care about that. I don't want to know about that. Apparently here. It should have realistically moved to Ravenna, because that's one of the traditional Roman capitals, though they had quite a few at different times. Not that it's gonna matter. So the internal bits here, I might expand some of my tribal feudatories, my previous tribal feudatories. I might expand into the internal here and do the same against Thrace at some point as well, in fact. Soon. And the fact we've got my navy sitting there is very much on purpose. Just have him flogged, I don't care. And this has given my aggressive expansion a reasonable amount of time to lower. Time, guys. We're just going to march in and carpet a few places in Italia itself while we pressure up here. And these guys are just going to push down this coast. It doesn't mean the Romans can potentially go in and around me, but it's a long move for them. I can hire a couple of merc stacks. I'm not exactly poor. You can push down there. Yeah, their capital is there. Odd. Gonna leave these guys here because it means they can't use their navy to help, because their navy is outside at the moment. take stability. I've got too many people here. Let's send a couple of the smaller units back to take here. If I can claim all of that, that'll be epic, because it will split them in two. Technically 3. Ooh, I see some Romans. Too many stacks there. I'm taking attrition, because the thing with levies is they obviously don't necessarily come with as many support units, which does suck a bit. Yeah, they are all on the right thing. Oh, you think you're going to take you think you're going to take Rome back? It's not going to happen. This is just messing here. I don't really care what goes on here, if I'm honest. Should probably be using my navy to ferry some people further up the coast as well. It's actually not a bad sized army they've got there. Oh. I am actually going to head back up there because they seem to have got a lot of their legions around there. Oh, saviors, we have been reached by news regarding the first tactics of Stratos of Macedonia was presented with the highest military decoration of the land as survivors saved. Nice. So they've got a new honour. Let's have a look. That's the first time I've done that. Oh, this one. The highest honour. So extra morale. Loyalty gain. That's lovely. For lifting the siege of Rome, the courier also was declared. I can technically rename this legion as well. If I were to want to, I believe. Nice. Let's push forwards a bit. That was nice. I wasn't expecting that. I knew you could get honours for battles like that. And it's because it was a difficult battle. You can also get dishonours. That is the thing to remember. And now we've skipped their fortifications, which is good. I'm bringing these guys up to support because they've got quite a few. While they're small stacks, I don't really want to be taking too much on at once. Nice, there's about to fall. I'm going to have to take there once here falls. It's not the fastest. It's not quite as fast as last time. I've lost the bits I captured up here, but that was kind of to be expected. This is great distraction. Oh, Rome is at war with somebody else as well, which is good. Woo, too much happening at once. Oh, we won another battle. I lost trade access, and we finished here. Yeah. Let's go hit there. That's the thing, is you need to take the fortifications as well to actually hold the regions. So I will have to go in a bit to get hold of those fortifications. Let's go try and smash them. I'm surprised some of the little ones haven't tried to get around me. Yeah, it should be about to fall. Oh, I'm still paused. I was wondering why everything wasn't moving. I will gain the stability, please. Oh, that's annoying. These guys have tons extra, so they can come from... It needs to be blue, and it needs to come from yellow or red. There we go. Oh, we've got a few disloyal people. Just a few little bribes. The thing you don't want to be doing is bribing, try and make friends with him, is bribing, you don't want corrupt governors, because people hate that. Come on, fall! Look how my vassal swarm are barely involved here. Just keep fabricating against Thrace. A few bribes will solve this. Your ruler is a small amount of progress, but it gains a small amount of progress even. Doesn't lose. Oh, for God's sake. Just finish it. See, that's what I was expecting them to do lots of. Finally, push up there, please. We now have the region we wanted to start with, which is good. Let's pay him a load of money. Let's hit Rome again, because they're trying to recapture it. We'll take the tax hit. It's not like I'm poor. They've already turned back and I need to recap there. Oh yeah, these guys are a vassal as well, I'd forgotten. The funny thing is, they're not even attacking me where I'm actually trying to take. We're fighting in Italia and nicely distracting them. Sorry, just had to turn my heater down. In case you've not realised, that is a wooden door, because this is an outside building. I'm in. My office is built into a little outside building, and it's a bit of a rubbish door, so it does get a bit chilly at this time of year. And a bit warm in summer. I hate pirates, but they're too much of a pain in the butt to actually deal with. Nice. It's going well. Going really well, actually. Bit too well. push back up to there. Yeah, they're getting some legions from up there. The mission, literally, the mission I've got is for the Aurelian coastline. I suspect it will lead on to other things next. Yeah, so next it will lead on to things in Italia. But yeah. The Italic coast. There you go. The entire Adriatic region of Italia and Magna Graecia is owned by Macedon. So we will go there. We're just not going there yet. This is what I like. I do like the missions like this. They make it interesting because they give you goals. Interesting goals to achieve. You can turn around and hit that. Nice. We're going to push up the coastline here to get all that coloured. Beginning to lose a little money, but that's not huge. Ooh, that's a decent Roman stack. That's the biggest stack of Romans I've seen over here so far. My vassal swarm is dealing with them. Nice. You can push to there. I think you could say this is going well. Oh, you cheeky gits. Time to push back at Rome. Don't want to lose her. Right. Ah, they're good. I would like to go down to them long run, but they're quite a way away. We were going this way to start with for this one. One, two, three, because that's an extra 2% happiness. And unintegrated happiness. That's a huge one, actually. The splitting Rome apart is going to be fun because I suspect a lot of these barbarians up here, a lot of the migrant tribes will probably start smashing into. Oh my god, Belgia's just exploded. That's interesting. I'm also amazed that Carthage hasn't got in on it in a few places as well, but yes, I think we got that. There we go. Once we've done this, we're going to build a big road all the way down here for obvious reasons. Thing to work out here is how much I can actually take. So what you can actually take doesn't always match what you want. No, tell me more, Renmar. That little stack does worry me a bit, but there's not too much I can do about it. Yet. Where I wish I could kind of give them orders, because I'd love one of my vassal swarm to go deal with them. I suspect they may, but... relying on them is always a bit tricky. Let's just take that one quickly. Chase down that legion. Yeah, my vassal swarm's got that handled. Again, we're just kind of playing with them in Italy. It's about keeping them pinned down here. You know, these guys, because if they'd come round here, I'd have still won, but I'd have had to pay more attention, which would have been terrible. Right, let's trap them here. Back to Rome. One of you can actually turn around and take there. If I can get all this coastline in one go, that would be amazing. I don't think I will, but... do I actually hold some of these? No, I still don't hold any of my temples. I will soon, however, which will give me buffs. Lots of Romans coming out of the north. Push and catch them. That'll sort that. What's a little bit of tyranny among friends? I have no time for this. You need to cap there, and then it's going to be fun time. Because we're nearly at 100% war score. Second there is capped. Wait, it's going to beat that. Right. Oh, right, I want to get all of this. to start with. If I change my stance mid-war, does it actually work? Let's see. Right, where do I need for missions? I need all of there. I need there as well. Oh, no, I don't need to hold that. I need the Italic coast for that one. So, right, let's try that. Let's try and get what we need for that one. There we go. It's a hell of a lot of aggressive expansion, but that's good, and it's getting us a big chunk of Italia. The aggressive expansion's because I'm taking stuff I don't have war score for, but I don't have claims for, but here we go. Ooh, I can colonize somewhere. And the nice thing is... Oh, no, actually. Because I've got... There's good Romans here. I get to use them. So, Northern Havens. There we go. And the Italic coast. Oh, I now gained those extra claims I didn't have before. Right. Levies. Disband all. Get rid of my merc stacks. And we're good. We're a little skint, but I need to start building ships as well from the looks of it for one of those missions. But yeah. Rome is looking a little chewed into here. That is... Yeah. Have there been any issues with the stream, by the way, guys? Because it's telling me I've only been live for 14 minutes at the moment, and I'm not sure that's quite true. Sec. You know, weird. Everything been okay on the stream for you guys? Because I said, it's saying I've literally been up for 15 minutes at the moment, which I think is wrong. And I'm a bit concerned by. Weird. Probably just a bug. I wonder if that's what it was. Sorry about that, if that was from my end. Odd. Nice, that was really solid. I'm amazed by how well that went. Again, Rome was big, but not actually as powerful as she looked. I mean, I think I was a bit worried by how big she was. I think there are a hell of a lot of Romans around the place. I mean, I will have gained legions in all of those places I just took. So there, it's only a 2-stack, but a 2-stack is still a 2-stack. Let's have a look. Magna Graecia, we've got few. Italia, we've got a reasonable sized legion as well now. So yeah. You have a new job. Build a road to there. And then I'm going to bring my fleet up here, take them over here, and build a road down here as well. It's all based off you joining, is it? It's based off the important person joining, obviously, Renmar. You know, it's just nothing which happened before then actually mattered. No, it's my it's actually my stream on the YouTube thing says it's okay. It's okay. My OBS is Stream Deck is saying 17 minutes, which is odd, which makes me think that that had a wobble, which could be why you got a bit of buffering. Hopefully it won't have messed up the video afterwards. God, build roads faster. Let's go up to speed 4. I need to let that go down because that is a painful amount of aggressive expansion. The one good thing about high aggressive expansion, however, is when it's high, it does degrade faster. I can't refresh my Stream Deck, I don't think. So I think that's just a bug on my Stream Deck. Culture. Let's see how my culture's doing. So that's gone up a bit, actually. They're a bit happier now. Oh, I want to get rid of those guys and get those guys in because there's more of them, which will be better for me. This is going to cause a rebellion. So basically what I'm going to do, guys, here, sorry, you might not be getting what I'm saying. I'm not saying it clearly. This culture I am going to deintegrate. And then I'm going to integrate these guys because there's many more of them, which will give me far better buffs to my income, to my legions I've got, and to my research. I could do it now, but the extra 4% would be quite painful. Ooh, I could potentially get away with it because it's only 4%. And the threshold is 30%, isn't it, for a culture to be considered unhappy? I'm still saying happy. I'm going to integrate these guys and then potentially unintegrate the others if I mess up. This may be bad. This may go horribly wrong, but we'll see. Let's just check I was actually integrating the right culture. I mean, the Macedonians are also a good culture, but they're not quite so important. They're not quite so consolidated, whereas these guys are very consolidated and would really help. I'm surprised the Etruscans don't have more. You see, Rome didn't integrate Etrusca and would have been taking over, whereas when I played Rome, I integrated these guys and the Etruscans straight away. But basically, I'm playing the integration game here. So basically what I'm doing is I'm getting my base happiness as high as possible so I can integrate as many people as possible, as many cultures as possible. Because that really, really does help, actually. Just gives you more troops, more income, more trade, more research, which in turn means you can integrate more. And I think I may be wrong, but for me, I think that's probably going to be the meta this time round, is the getting as many people integrated. I mean, I think if I were to start again, certainly, well, for my next game, I'm probably going to try and snipe cultural centres early on to try and get them integrated. Because that really, really does help you get more. Certainly early on, so say as Rome, if you say sniped Carthage instantly right at the start of the game, got a claim and sniped it, and managed to actually take it. If you fail hard. But if you take it and integrate it straight away, you've got a big amount extra straight away there. But Rome's quite good because you get a chance to take Etrusca and a lot of this stuff straight away. So you get a couple of big cultures right away. And as Rome expands with its missions, as you can see here, there's lots of little bits of Rome. Because Rome gets colonized, it gets little colonies. I want to unlock Roman traditions. How do I do this? One of the following must be to have embraced Punic Italic influence or Celtic Italic influence. How do I embrace the influence? Anybody know how I embrace an influence? Has anybody seen anybody doing this? Oh, I don't quite hold it yet. Read more about military bonus. Needs each to their own. Each to their own. Is that tech? Each to their own, each to their own. I don't know. Any ideas, guys? This doesn't feel like something which I should have to search for, but I obviously am having to search for it at the moment. Odd. However, this does remind me of something I need to do. Oh, wrong way. Enable trade on all of these places. Let governors automatically trade. Only place I don't want to be doing that is in my own region of Maya. I want to be controlling it. Everywhere else can just automatically do it. I do not know how I embrace this. We'll stick with this for now. Greek Kingdom's not bad. The starting stuff is good, and I get some other heavy military infantry things here. Oh no, I don't want you to do it that way. You can join here, then we're going to take him out there and build a road down there. No, somebody died. I don't know what he was doing, because it's not giving me something to replace him. So a green into any of the other colours, basically. That'll do. I don't really care about my religious ones. I don't really play the religious game. I probably should pay much more attention to it, but I don't. I need a port city with Macedonian culture being dominant. So I want a smallest city, and I can make this happen relatively easily. He says... the Prixion of Macedon. Let's have a look for him. There we go. Oh, I can't do that one anyway. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Macedon is a tier city worth at least 20. Ugh. It's just trolling me with the colonization over there, isn't it, guys? Getting Macedonian pops here is going to be a nightmare. Because I've not been into, you know, Macedonian. I've got lots of other integrated cultures, which means Macedonians don't spread as much. That is an interesting one. That is a very interesting one. We shall have to see what to do about that. All the way down the coast there. Yeah, I don't care about you. The people should rejoice. Keep my stability as high as possible, especially at the moment with this really high aggressive expansion. They're nearly integrated, which will really help with everything else. Okay, so we do have Macedonian pops here. How do I make somewhere a city now? Oh, where's the button to make something a city? Gone. Now, here's not bad for Macedonian pops. It's Macedonian. No. We'll deal with that. Keep people happy. A port city, that is going to be a pain in the butt to do. I'm going to be completely honest. So finishing this mission is going to be a pain. Can't do that one. I can't do that one. Macedon owns a city-tier port with a population of at least 20 in an earlier glacier. So maybe that's what I want to do. Am I being blind, guys? Where do I turn things into cities now? Anybody know? Anybody done any turning things into cities? Because I haven't yet, and there's got to be a way of doing it. I'm just being blind. Anyway, we'll make that the capital of that region. It used to be somewhere in all this. You pops info. You used to be able to just declare somewhere a city. Do I just need more people here? Picture of the settlement? Ah! God, that is not clear at all. We're going to turn here into a city because I'll be able to deal with here a bit quicker. That'd be nice. Thank you very much. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that random, that assortment of things, of letters with only one vowel in it, because yeah, didn't realise Persia was having a civil war. Moria has chewed into them. Moria is, yeah. I think it is. They are fairly culturally, you know, they've got the pops and the cultural homogeneity there. If they've got a few like Magdi, a few of those integrated, they will have a humongous amount of power. When can I next eat into Rome again? That is the important question. I mean, it'll be the same as all of these. According to this now. I'm gonna say, I didn't think so. I can't see myself in that list though. But 74 basically, so 5 years off still. Building our road, building our new infrastructure to make our map look pretty. Somebody with high finesse. The age doesn't really matter at this point. Oh god, no. The cost, however, does. Let's make it he can remain unmarried for now then. I have plenty of income, so let's have a look at what I can do. Oh, taxes. Should not have been there. I like having this high an income though. Actually, what we are going to do is we are going to start scheming for more influence to push that up faster. It is annoying that founding a metropolis costs influence. I've never really been a fan of that. What's my leader called? Cassandros. You can't rename settlements. It's only armies you can rename. And that is for a reason, because they don't like the idea of people changing settlement names for what they were. I kind of think if you build a city somewhere where it wasn't, it should give you the option. But, you know, certain things should be flagged with certain names, which is kind of fair enough, I get. God, this population centre is getting a little, yeah. I definitely don't need that. I have been watching One Division, yes, Coding. What do you think of it? I'm thinking, no spoilers in this chat, by the way. I mean, it's not out until tomorrow, the next episode, but no spoilers in this chat at all for it, for people who haven't watched it. I'm enjoying it. It's a bit of a slow burn, but I'm definitely enjoying it. Little chill time here. No, because getting people out of Greece faster is worth it for us. Poor Rome! I mean, literally, most of the really heavy bits of Roman culture are within my territory now. So we want to get down to that to up my integrated culture happiness a bit. We are still all happy, which is good. Good God, Rome is huge. Oops. I should probably look at changing my religion around a bit, but... one day I'll actually control one of them. One day. Ban witchcraft. Next is assemblies, and we'll be getting that soon, which will make all of my pops happier. I mean, I can potentially integrate another culture. Oh God. And then we'll go for that one. 15%. That seems... I mean, the conversion spread is ridiculous, but that seems a little OP. It's a bit of a slow burn, Mr. Burns. It's younger people. Well, don't want to reveal my age too much. Younger people tend not to like it because they've got less connection. So if you, when I was a kid, I mean, I'm not that old, but there were still, you know, there were still lots of reruns of things like, what was it called? Oh, I'm terrible with names. The sitcom with the witch on and stuff like that. There was the newer version of the old version and things like that. And those old, very forced American sitcoms, old sitcoms. And it starts very like that, and it's kind of going through the eras as it gets on. So the latest one was kind of Malcolm in the Middle-esque, and it's been Wonder Years-esque previously in bits and pieces like that. So it's a very interesting way they're doing it. But it starts is very slow because it's very 50s, 60s style sitcoms, which is different with the odd little leak into it that something's not quite right. And it starts, episode 3 is where it really starts kicking off into it. Bewitched, I think that's the one, yeah. And then they remade that later on because I've remembered seeing it in colour as well as, you know, I remember it being in colour, but yeah. But you know, so younger people I found tend not to, who don't really know those as much because obviously nowadays with on demand, who watches old sitcoms? But no, I'm enjoying it. And it's definitely heading towards sort of crescendo. It's building itself up throughout the whole series. See, I knew what it was. I am horrific with names. I don't want to change Heracles because I want that. Apollo would be nice, but no, that buff to unintegrated culture happiness is really important for us actually because it keeps all these guys happy. I said that some of my integrated cultures are more happy than a lot of my people. Oh. So if I change that to Helios, that's lovely. But I lose the popularity gain. But that integrated culture happiness is really good. No, I can't afford the stability hit just now. But it's worth looking what we've got options-wise. And actually, no, I want the aggressive expansion reduction. Granaries are always good. Right, you. No, you want Macedonians. Right. Can I then move them here? Macedonian. No. How to get lots of Macedonians here, guys. All the grand theatres are needing to be built, though. I can't afford any more at the moment. Actually, here might work as well, because we've already got a good Macedonian culture around here. Gonna make another city out of one of those as well. There we go. Now the question is, do I integrate another culture? I'm going to leave it for now. I've got the ability to happily integrate another culture at this point, which is quite cool. I think always having the ability to integrate one is good. Oh, is that? No. No, I don't think there has been an update to how the pops have been done yet. And I think the issue is the expansion went really, really well. Basically, Rome didn't have a chance. However, my legion gained another honor for winning a glorious battle at Rome itself, defending Macedonian Rome from the rebel scum of the remnants of the old Roman Empire, which we have brought alongside. Yeah, no, I've played up here in Burgundia. What? You're drunk. Go home. Yeah, no, I've got to get, for my mission, I've got to get Macedonian pops here, and it's proving problematic. Nearly there. If it was just integrated, that'd be fine, because there's tons of Romans there. But, oh my god, my Streamlabs bot has come back to life. Ha! That's not been working for days. Oh, too much chat. Oh yeah, Thrace is doing reasonably well. I mean, they can still get to each... Oh no, they've literally cut in two now. They're still not too... It depends, again, this all depends who they've got integrated. I mean, they obviously start as a Macedonian country, but if they've... I suspect they've got the Bosphorans integrated as well, and that's probably their primary culture now. But by giving them time, whereas again, Rome, I suspect, will have integrated somebody else. And if they're sensible, they will have... Nope, they've not changed their primary culture. I wish I could see who they actually had integrated, because it would give you a really good idea of where they are and what you need to do. Save this. And in fact, for now, no, I'm not going to do the naval build-up mission until I've got to that point. Oh, I can already finish. Why can I already finish the mission? Odd. I think I'm just going to finish this mission then without messing around. Okay, there we go. Where is Sicilia? Cilicia. Oh, the Pearl of Macedon. Macedon's our home in the centre of our country. This is probably a good one to do to chill for a bit while we slowly run through, wipe out Rome. Establish our city of Pella, increase food supply, develop mining. We're past the main missions. I'm not particularly fussed by either of these, if I'm honest. Oh, it's there. Okay. Oh, gaining some claims seems good. And it is somewhere I've been wanting to take on. Warlike approach. I'm not being subtle. It's time for another war with Rome soon as well. Basically, I'm just going to push around here, take the bottom of Italy. They can play around. They can disappear off into the barbarian lands in the north, guys. Once we've taken a bit more of Italy, they are effectively just relegated to being barbarians. You know, what they really are. Go. I mean, Macedonian culture is spreading quite nicely at this point. No, warlike. Granaries raided. I hate this one. One which lowers manpower. 14th of November next year. When we hit the year, we'll start positioning our military. You will share. I am at the point now where I should probably, once we've got my next few techs, I'm probably going to start pushing towards cohorts so I can just get a large permanent standing army of multiple cohorts, because at that point, yeah, the world is just going to be stuffed. We'll see how it goes though. It's a little admin thing while we've got a bit of chill time while we're waiting for things to happen, guys. I am going to be, obviously this week streaming every day is not something that I usually do on my channel. I know some of you guys are new to watching my channel. I'm going to be trying to do streams twice a week from now on, because I don't usually do streaming at all, as well as my normal videos. And then obviously I will drop what I will use for streams. They won't stay live afterwards. I'll cut them up and put them on as episodes for everybody who can't watch them live. But yeah, so don't expect me to be streaming every day next week. I'm glad you have been here and been enjoying it. I would love to do that, but unfortunately I've got a young family, so it's not fair on them if I do that. You know, my wife can't always be on toddler duty, unfortunately. Cilicia must be Macedonian. There we go. Eesh, that's going to be a pain in the butt. Maybe, depends. I'm kind of not doing the multiplayer stuff at the moment, so we'll see what happens with that. As I think it's, because that's not really happening at the moment, so I'm not really counting it. Sorry, I know you enjoyed that, but it just wasn't really working, unfortunately. I don't think I need a huge amount here, but I may as well bring everything I can. Yeah. But yeah, again, the plan is, with streaming, I enjoy it, but again, I've got to balance it around my family, and I've also got to balance it around my videos, because that's my main content, is making videos. So, yeah. Ooh. We must modernize. Yes. And so making videos is a key part of my channel. And if one starts affecting, if that starts affecting the main thing of my channel, I'm not going to do it. Though, obviously, if I record these as well and split them up into episodes, that's beneficial for my channel because I'm making content which I can then drop later as time goes on. But we'll experiment with how that works, because I know some people do it, but I don't know how well it will actually work. You first. Oh, these poor guys. It's maybe overkill. Oh, wow, that went through the roof. Let's get a metropolis on the way. It's really annoying because I'm going to be honest, I tried to see if I could un-Iron Man this game so I could kind of cheatily fix that. Thinks Olympia. But I couldn't work out how. I know there's ways to do it, but I didn't want to risk breaking the save. And unfortunately, even though I'm on Iron Man, I'm not getting achievements because I was in an early access build. It happens. Oh wow, I'm at war with all of them in one go. Perfect, actually. You don't need to be there. So we're going to norm all these guys up in one fell swoop, guys. Oh no, you can stay there. You can stay there, stay there, stay there! Recap there, even. They are carpeting a fair bit of territory, but it's not really going to help them. No, this is going to be a nice, easy little war. I'm just going to rip through them because there's no reason not to here. I'm being gentle because I don't want to accidentally depopulate places again. Which I have been known to accidentally do. Hence not being able to complete the other mission. Nice. Oh, whoops. You, super beast, join me. Whoops, I accidentally got my butt kicked. Ooh, some barbarians to deal with. That is the lovely thing about levies, being able to just pop a levy up like that to deal with some barbarians. Yes, please. Leave them there for the moment. Oh, wow. No quarter, no quarter, no quarter. We control here. 15 pops assimilated to be Macedonian. That's always good. Pop assimilation speed. Yes, I did get claims there. Oh, I've got a treat. Oh, they're friends with Thrace. Okay, that's going to have to wait a little bit then. What are the other ones I've got? Conquer that. So yeah, this is going to involve some fun with Thrace, but that's going to be fun. So we're going to have a little war with Thrace, but that's probably going to have to wait until, well, we'll see. Not necessarily the next stream, but... Things are going nicely. We're going to have another go at Rome soon. I just want to give these guys a little bit of time to be re-raised when we're at full. Just a little bit. No, I about 15 minutes I'm going to be ending it, so I kind of thought I thought it was a little later than it was, so it is going to be ending soon-ish, but not right this second, so yeah. There will be another stream tomorrow as well, though, for everybody who is, you know, so you guys are aware of that. Ooh. Why is that one taking a bit longer? August. Let's get all of my levies recruitable again, and let's go for it. Raise all levies. Oh, I'm not sure I've got enough troops here. You guys can go take down here. Oh, I already have a claim there. This is tricky. No, that's not actually bad. Another aqueduct. A tax office. I want more nobles. There we go, because we have a huge population here we can go to in my metropolis. Something for the nobles. There we go. No, we already hold Rome, so I've not burnt Rome. In fact, I'm not Deldana-esting them, I'm integrating them. I'm amazed that Carthage hasn't battered Rome. Carthage and Rome seem to have been very much of a truce for a while, but yeah. No, Rome is being integrated. They're a lost Rome. They are a Roman colony, guys. Let's be honest about what Rome actually is. It was just a Greek colony, an Italic Greco colony, which got a bit uppity with itself. You know, took all this land. Obviously, it's a Greek colony. I am the heir of Alexander, therefore it should be mine. You know, it should be under our rule, the rule of the king, the rulers of Greece. You know, we are the true rulers of Greece, so obviously it should all be under my control. That's how I see it, guys. I mean, we look at this; they are definitely Hellenic. I pretty much control the majority of the actual Hellenic states. Troy was slightly different, weren't they? In fact, we don't really know. Because when we talk about Troy, an ancient Greece, not this Greece, ancient Greece, even the Greeks, the Achaeans, or the Achaeans, or the or whatever various variations they were called, they weren't really Greeks. We don't really know. I don't think we actually know exactly who they were, but the later Greeks probably as descended from them as I am actually, probably not descended from any of the Celtic tribes here. You know, if you're British now, you're realistically descended from the Saxons or potentially the Normans or the Vikings, whereas most aren't descended from the Celts, and it's probably the same in Greece. A lot of the the Achaeans, who were the people who fought Troy, and the Trojans were, you know, none of them are probably related to the people who were there anymore. Anyway, boringness done. I do find that really interesting. It's amazing the way it all changes, and how culturally, you know, where we come from. I mean, even Italians, they do have some Roman influences, but they were taken over by so many other people over time, so I don't even know how actually related to it. In fact, History Matters just dropped a video on that today on YouTube, which is a good little channel, does little fun things like that, and well worth checking out. Right, let's do this. Hang on, I want to check. It's worth letting that finish so I can get another one. Nah, it's on it. Forward. Not that they'll ever get here, but I'm going to let my vassals deal with this area. Let it go. Belgium is getting into a little bit of a powerhouse up there. Yeah, that cultural group, because they've got a big cultural group there, which is giving them a lot of power. They've managed to consolidate their culture nicely there. No, that's odd. Yeah, you're going to go up there. You're going to push that way. Fabricate claims. Get some more Thracian claims as well. Oh my god, I'm not sure I've got enough income here, guys. So I kind of looked up a bit of it when playing Total War Troy. Yeah. And some people get... What I discovered while playing Total War Troy is some people get very, very intense about it. Like Dardania claiming, you know, that they were the true founders of Rome and this, that, the other, which is what the Dardanians, which is what the words failing me, the legends say, for want of a better word. And it's possible, but realistically we don't really quite know, which just makes it that much more interesting, if I'm honest. The fact we don't necessarily know 100% makes some of these things much more interesting. Oh god, did I get my butt kicked? Note, don't fight on speed 5. Yeah. Oh, that's an actual... Oh. Oh. That's a cohort. So they could have unlocked that. I don't think they've got cohorts. No, they're just levies. Oh, God. At the time, the Greeks did not consider him... Macedonians were not considered Greek at all, were they? You know, the Greeks did at the time were like, Macedonians are barbarians, you know, uncouth barbarians. Oh, but it's the same with all these things. It's interesting, and there's different views, and it's... Again, I just find that whole sort of thing really interesting. The whole cultural history, the way it actually worked, is just weird. Because, I mean, the Saxons, who were most Britain are Germanic, which at this point were kind maybe here, but we don't really know. And the people who are in Germany were over here. Well, were over here somewhere, weren't they? The Huns. I don't think we. Well, the Germanic peoples, I don't really think we know. I mean, there were some Germanic-esque, but we're not quite sure. Again, I'm probably getting all this completely wrong, because I'm really not an expert on the subject. An amateur who enjoys the basics of it. Again, Rome's getting a surprising amount coming from down here. From up here, even. And there are some places which are reasonably built up, though they don't have hugely good population. I'm surprised they're not getting more from that way. Ooh. Ooh, I might be about to lose something else. Time to hire some mercenaries. Ooh! One Roman navy sighted. Ooh, that's worth doing. Oh no, I don't want that. I want another tax office. Really push my income out. Yeah, literally. It's a. I'm a parad. I play paradox games. As in, I talk about history, but I don't really know. You do not want to get fighting instantly. Bugger. He may not be doing as well as I'd hoped. You guys can actually push into there. Let's hit them. Oh, that's potentially going to hurt. I need to recap there. Well, it's the same as Saxons. We talk about the Saxons, whereas it was the Angles, the Saxons, and the Jutes. And we don't really know who they were. And then we talk about the Vikings, half of which were actually Saxons. I say, when I find it really funny that in the Anglo-Saxon chronicles and things, they talk about when the Vikings attacked Lindisfarne and we didn't have a clue who they were. They literally came from where we were, and we know quite well where the Saxons came from, and half the Danes were still considered Saxon at that point. So it's like, yeah, no, that just tells you, and that's from what's considered, I think that's from the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle and Bede, which are considered good sources, and they're the sort of level of sources you've got to go on from back then, so you really don't actually have a clue, which just makes it all more interesting. Ugh. We're getting there. We're getting there. Not actually planning on sewing the piece. I'm just starting painting. That's kind of what I would like from this. So 69. Nice. Damn it, I should have built some extra fortifications to stop them. Let's hit there. Smash them. Oh yeah, it's like half the tribal areas in this are literally made up. I mean, they're not made up. But, I mean, Paradox even said themselves, a lot of the stuff here, it's not really known. It's kind of based on things and ideas and things. Britannia, actually, we know quite well because of the Roman what the Romans said about it. But suddenly up in these areas and things, we don't really know so much because nobody went there. They weren't really written about. Anyway, that's where I'm going to end for tonight. So we're going to finish this war up next time, guys. Thank you very much to everybody for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the boring history chat at the end. I know you guys will have, to be fair. Again, if you have enjoyed this and you aren't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, guys, and like this. It really does help. And popping an actual comment rather than the text chat helps as well. Thank you, though, to everybody for watching, and an extra special thank you to my Patreons. You really do help make all of this possible. Cheers, all. I really do hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks, guys.